These images are stunning and disturbing. Parents fighting with other parents, yelling and threatening coaches, all while their kids are trying to learn and play sports. As Target 2 Investigates first reported yesterday, a new study shows just how this problem is getting worse in high school sports across Wisconsin. Tonight, Jeff Alexander shows us how coaches and athletic directors are dealing with an increase of overbearing parents.
Cammie, let's look once again at the evidence based on a St. Norbert College survey of high school coaches and athletic directors around the state. 90% of athletic directors and 83% of coaches say the so-called helicopter parents are either a very serious, moderately serious, or somewhat serious problem in athletics today. While the study points out most parents are not a problem, 63% of ADs and 46% of coaches say the number of these parents has increased over the past 5 years, and some worry they may be chasing coaches away from sports.
I think there's definitely been an increase in that type of behavior or atmosphere that we've seen.
Bayport Athletic Director Otis Chambers says it's hard to attend a sporting event these days without hearing a complaint from at least one frustrated parent. And Chambers says thanks to social media, it's getting worse.
When you used to have to get in a car and go talk to somebody, you thought about it a little bit longer, you didn't do it and things like that, or you had to talk face to face with somebody. But now in our era of instant messaging, Twitter, everything else, it's really easy to just fire off an email and complain and not have to back it up.
Very rarely did I tell a parent how to parent, but I heard a lot of people tell me how to coach sometimes.
Ken Golomsky spent 25 years as head football coach at Ashwaubenon, winning 4 state titles. He believes helicopter parenting is on the rise because many parents are investing more time and money in their child's sports.
There's more camps and there's more involvement outside the school limits than there used to be, AAU and things of that nature, and elite teams, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that's kind of fostered the involvement in their child's careers, if you want to call it a career, and sometimes they take that slant with it.
I've had parents say to me, well, my son or my daughter must be good because I've paid $500 for him to play in this league this summer, and the coach told them they were good. That coach probably told everybody in that league they were good.
Eventually there's so many spots in a field or on a team, and you've got to put those best athletes out there.
Denmark track and field coach Justin Hurley says parents with unrealistic expectations are the toughest to deal with.
As coaches, I think across all sports, we try and keep our sports competitive, and we want to see the best athletes succeed, and sometimes I think maybe parents' opinions differ from that of the coaches.
I'm sure they always have the best interests at heart, but sometimes when you're so close to it, the objectivity kind of goes out the window.
And that often leaves the student athlete caught in the middle.
When we talk to kids around here, I'll say, well, your mom or your dad called. Well, that's their opinion, he'll say to me, or she'll say to me. That's not my opinion. I think kids understand more where they fit than parents do.
Coaches and ADs say the only way to deal with these parents is communication.
The coaches need to let the parents know what they expect from their son or daughter before the season starts, and that'll eliminate a lot of problems.
Chambers, though, worries the growing number of overbearing parents could threaten the future of high school sports.
People always tell me that a big fear in high school athletics is the lack of officials we're going to have in the next 10 years. My big fear is the lack of coaches we're going to have in the next 10 years. It's already very hard to get coaches because of parental involvement, because it's just more difficult for coaches to coach.
Research shows the level of concern about overbearing parents is about the same in big, medium, and small school districts around the state.